Hey, thanks for joining me once again. I wanted to let you in on a little secret, and I don't think this is talked about nearly enough, but something that we really should consider as we're setting up our lives for success. In a recent study, Princeton University determined an annual salary amount that leads to what they call happiness. Now, I'm going to substitute the word happiness for comfortable because I think that's a little bit easier to define. Happiness has such a broad definition, that's kind of a tough one, but comfortable can be, in my mind, can be defined a little bit more easily. And that is, well, I'm going to hazard a guess and say that whatever number you're thinking of in your head is a lot higher than the number that study actually showed. So the magic number that Princeton University came up with was $75,000 a year as a household income, not individual, but the household income. So if you're married and even had kids, $75,000 allows, again, not happiness, strike that word, comfortable living, because you can afford a nice house, 2 cars, maybe not brand new cars, but 2 nice vehicles, take a vacation, do things for the kids like soccer league and whatever else it may be, and have a lifestyle that is comfortable, meaning that you're not living paycheck to paycheck so much. You're able to put a little bit of money aside. You have an emergency fund in case something happens, like the water heater blows up or something happens to the car and you need a major repair, things like that. So when I'm in front of an audience, particularly like at a university, and I ask that question, I will have some people say $1 million a year. Well, for some people, maybe that's actually their definition. But again, happiness and comfort are 2 different things. I personally, I've never had a desire to be hopping on a private jet and flying to Ibiza to go party, right? That's just not me. Some people, that's their thing, and that's perfectly fine. But for the average person, for most people, especially here in the U.S., if you could achieve that $75,000 household income, if you could hit that mark, you're going to be in a pretty comfortable situation. Now, that comes with a big asterisk. The asterisk is if you manage your money properly. If you spend $85,000 a year because you are putting things on credit cards and spending beyond how much money you actually earn, that's not going to be enough money. The purpose of this exercise is to get you to understand not only is the target closer than you think, but you have to also manage your money correctly so that works. And I am guilty of this, and that's why I'm on a big crusade to share this information. I was really bad about that in my younger days, and only recently discovered how to manage my personal finances a lot better and get myself out of quite a deep hole of personal debt. And on the plus side, where my wife and I own both of our cars, we have no credit card debt whatsoever, and the only thing that we have left is a mortgage payment each month, in addition to some peripheral expenses like our cell phone bill, the heating and electric bill, things like that. So we are working very hard to pay off our house. And that means that literally our monthly expenses would be a total of about $600. If I got fired from my job and so did she, I could deliver pizzas part-time and cover the bills for our household until I found another job. And that's assuming that I haven't blown through my savings of 1 year's worth of salary that I have on hold as well. So I'm in a way better financial position than I ever have been because of my strategic approach to managing our household money. For you, if you're coming out of school and you get a job that pays, which is what average these days is about $48,000 as a starting annual salary, you're 2/3 of the way there, and that's just you. If you happen to be married and your spouse works and they make about the same amount of money, you're over that $75,000 mark. But again, it only really fits the definition if you're not spending way more money on rent or a mortgage than you should, and leasing a brand new Tesla for $800 a month, and going out and partying with your friends and all that kind of stuff, racking up credit card debt because you're taking trips here and there. And oh, by the way, your student loan payments are going to kick in before too long as well. You have to manage your money effectively. If you have been a starving college student for 4 years, that is the perfect practice run for being a young professional, getting your first real paycheck out of your first real job. That is, if you can fall back on the ways that you stretched your money through college, that would be a great plan for the next couple of years for you to avoid accruing any more debt, get out of the student loan and any other debt that you have as quickly as possible, and then the world is yours. You can do whatever you want if you literally have little to no expenses. So again, I'm speaking from experience. I'm not here pointing fingers. I learned this stuff the hard way, and I'm trying to help as many people as I can avoid following in my footsteps. If there's something else I can help you with, please go to the contact page of my website at darrenchatter.com. Reach out, let me know how I can help. I wish you luck in your endeavors. Thanks.